Hello students, welcome back to First Class. This is KP, your English tutor. Are you struggling to score full marks for your language editing? If so, then this video is for you. In this video, you're going to learn about the skills necessary to score 10 marks for language editing. Now let's get right into it. Language editing is a very important component in your paper 1. It takes up 10 out of 70 marks in your paper 1. So it is a very important component. But how do we do well for language editing? I think the key for doing well in language editing is to know the different kinds of grammatical errors that you'll be tested on. And I have summarized them over here into 4 different levels. It's crucial that you know all 4 of them. Okay, there are in total 10 errors, but in 4 levels. So there is level 1, the verb errors. Verb errors are very common. You definitely see them in every single language editing exercise that you see or in exam. What are they? You have subject-verb agreement, or I write it as SVA. That's subject-verb agreement. Then you have tense and verb formation. I'll get into details on what they are later in the subsequent slide. Then you have level 2 errors. These are word level errors. They deal with things that you can see these errors, okay, just by looking at the word itself. Okay, these are parts of speech, noun errors, article errors. Okay, we also call this the determiner error. I use them quite interchangeably, article and determiner. Level 3 errors are sentence level errors. Now you can't find the errors just by looking at it itself. You have to look at the entire sentence to figure out where the error is. So those are conjunction errors, or I should call it connector errors, and pronoun errors. Level 4 errors are unclassified. These are preposition errors and others. Okay, things that that just don't fall into any of these categories. Now, I'm going to show you first in this video how we can use those errors, okay, to answer our language editing. So this is one example for you. Now look at this practice. Okay, at this point you can pause the video and then give it a shot. Okay, good. I believe you've given it a shot, or at least you have read through this article. So let's look at the errors line by line. Okay, we first want to focus on L1 kind of errors. These are verb errors. Verb errors, you definitely see some of them. And then we will look at the L2 kind of errors, the word level errors. Okay. Now, L3 errors are a bit harder to spot. So, but nonetheless, okay, if you can see them, you can find them, go ahead. L4 errors are unclassified. Okay. So, let's look at this. Okay. L4 error is the hardest, by the way. Okay, let's look at this here then. L1. Oh, sorry, question 1. Okay. Children had it last week to visit 10 countries in a day without even have to leave their Tampines area. The local data. Okay. Here, if you are sharp enough, you would see this thing. Without even having to leave their Tampines area. Okay. This is a verb formation, verb form error. Okay, definitely L1. Let me use a blue color for this. Okay, VF. Okay, L1. Okay, next, invite 200. Okay, the local. All right, this. You see this had. You will see that this entire article is in past tense. So now there's no error here, so you know the had tells you the tense is in past tense, right, for the entire article. So you see this word invite, the junior college invite, okay, what's wrong with this word? Yep, you are right. It should be invited. This is a tense error. Again, L1. Moving on. They spend time taking part in the spectacle workshops. Okay, look at this word here. They spend time taking part in spectacle workshops. Now, spectacles Now, we're not really talking about the spectacles that you wear, right? Okay, spectacle here is wrong because it is using a different part of speech. This is a noun, but we want to use the word spectacle to describe workshop. So this is wrong. We got to change it to adjective. What is the adjective form of spectacle? Yep, is spectacular workshop. Part of speech error, L2. Moving on. Okay, workshops, events, going to taiko drumming from Japan, henna tattooing, nothing wrong here. Okay, from India, and wish tree decorating from China. Students took a time to study. Okay, I don't see anything wrong here, but I will not do anything yet. Okay, I don't want to put a tick here because you only reserve the tick for the end. You don't put it at the beginning. So that's one very common error that a lot of students make. They put in the tick at the beginning. No, we don't do that. We only do that at the very, very end. So I don't see anything here. Maybe I don't see anything either. Okay, traditional types of clothing in 10 countries. Aided on presentation by the junior college student. Again, I don't see anything. In between these program items, you see this? Program items, the word items is plural. The program is not the noun here. The noun is items. The main noun, we call it the head noun, is items. The word this, okay, cannot be used for on a singular noun, so we got to change it to what? Yep, these. This error is actually a pronoun error. It's a pronoun error. It's L3. Yeah. And then moving on, mouth-watering food were available. Food were available. You see something wrong here? Food is singular. Were is for plural. So you got to change that to what? Yep, was. That's what we call a subject-verb agreement, L1 error. The subject is singular. The verb is plural. Were is a verb. We call it verb to be. Verb is plural. So we can't, okay, subject, okay, verb, singular, plural. So there's a mistake over here. You got to change. Usually for subject-verb agreement error, we don't change the subject, we change the verb. So don't change foods. Okay, don't change this to foods. Okay, change were to was. Okay, moving on. The principal say we're commitment to helping our students. This is kind of weird, right? We're commitment to helping our students. Commitment, no. This is a noun. So when you sense that something is very weird, sometimes it's the part of speech error. We're commitment, no, change it to we are committed. That is a part of speech error, L2. To become outward-looking global, we're delighted to welcome so many students. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, cool. Okay, I don't see any error here, but that 1, 2, 3, 4, I don't see errors over here. Let's look at this one here. Okay, this line here. They took a time to study. Boom. Is wrong. This is what sort of error? L level 2 error. Determiner error or article error. Determiner or article. We got to change to the. Types of clothing in 10 countries. This is quite a difficult error for you to spot. On. Aided on the presentation. On is a preposition. We know this is L4 preposition. So we're going to change this to another preposition, by. That leaves you with a tick here and a tick here. Okay, so that's just a very quick demonstration of how to use these errors. Now in the next video, I'll show you the in-depth understanding of each type of errors. Okay, so stay tuned for the next video.